Hi, my name is Mark Taylor. Welcome to Mark D Maker. Today we're going to be making a cell phone holder. This is a very simple project. I made it with scrap wood. Didn't take long at all. Really easy. This has also got openings down here for power cord and an opening where the speaker is. I listen to podcasts when I'm either out here in the garage or downstairs in the studio. Turned out good. Come along, I'll show you how to do it.
Today we'll be making this cell phone holder out of some scrap wood and the simplest tools I could come up with. These snippers, which you can find at craft stores, right around where they sell the basswood and the balsa wood. Also the white wood that I have my hands on now, that is basswood that I also got from the craft store. Here I'm just trying to align the wood to figure out where I'm going to put the cut line for the piece of plywood. So this tool is a speed square. If you don't have one, you should definitely get one of these. They're inexpensive. They even have plastic ones that work just as well. And you see that? I just move it up to the line. There's a straight line. It'll also give you a 45 really quick. Once again, aligning the wood on the plywood to find the cut line. The cut line for this main piece. See how quick that is? Just cuts right through the wood. And now to find the cut line for the plywood. And make sure it's not too tight. Simple little mark. And now this trick. I've covered this trick in a couple of my other videos. Rest your finger on the board, pull it along the line. That's a nice straight line. Now you can use hand saws for all these cuts, but I can't think of a quicker way to make a cut than the chop saw. The bandsaw was already set up, so I did the ripping on my bandsaw.
Alright, so if I lay this out, this is what I have right now. This is where the power connection is, and this is where the speaker is. So I just snipped it with, once again, these little snippers. Snip this piece of wood like so. And I'll glue that up because my phone is thick and it needs, especially with the case on it, needs this extra support at the bottom. I don't need to put the extra support on the sides, but we'll see what happens. I might change my mind. And we'll move on to the next step, which is gluing these in place, cutting them flush with the ones on the bottom, and then gluing the whole thing up. All right, while that glue is drying, we'll make the side pieces. All I did, take my speed square again and set it from one corner up, draw a line. Now that's 45 for one side, and then this piece is where we'll cut it off. Draw a line on that side. We'll cut that. We'll cut the line in the middle. We'll have two 45s to prop that up.
All right, so I got the second pieces glued up here. I trimmed the top just on the bandsaw, just took it right across. So you could use any kind of saw, a hand saw. I really like the Japanese pull saws. They do such fine curves, and when you're done, you almost don't even have to sand them. So these are cut at 45s. I did have a little chip out. So I'm going to put that at the bottom and maybe put some sort of decorative trim around the base of it. It'll help add a little bit of weight to the bottom of it too. So I glued on the second layer to make this a little thicker so my phone will sit on there. And I want to put this on the front just to get some of this really interesting color plywood, a color on it up front. And it won't work. So what I did is I found this piece of wood right here, and I laid this on top of it, traced it out, snip, snip, put it on the saw, cut it down. So we'll glue that onto place and that on top of it. And then we'll take a look and see where we're at. It's all just scrap wood, and we're doing this on the fly. All right, so once I got it all sanded up, cut off the extra pieces, and sanded it up, it looks pretty good, and it will do its purpose. It'll hold the phone and let me charge it, and I'll be able to hear the speaker. I listen to podcasts, and so I like that. That's a good option for me. So these are going to hold it about at this angle. And the way I'm going to attach these, I think, is going to be super glue with a quick accelerator that will set it quickly. And then I'll come back in on the inside corners and glue these in for extra support. Because there's not a whole lot of glue surface here. So when I add that extra piece in here, like so, with glue surface, it'll be very sturdy. So here I'm applying super glue with the bamboo skewer onto the edge here. And this is the accelerant. Spray the accelerant. And you want to get this right the first time, because as soon as that super glue hits the accelerant, it sets. It's done right there, that quick. We'll do the second side. Be careful not to get the glue on your fingers, especially with the accelerant on there, or you'll be glued up real quick too. All right, so now we're going to come back and just glue this extra piece in here just for a little extra support. We will snip that there, and we need 2 of them. And there you go. Get a little glue right in the corner here. And this dries clear. Put the accelerant on the piece of wood. And in she goes. Done. Perfect. That's a critical area. If it sticks down here too far, it won't sit flat.
This is the back part of it, so like I say, this is no fine piece of woodworking. This is simply to serve a purpose. That's to hold my phone while it's charging and I can listen to a podcast. Get it with a little accelerator. And she goes and set. Awesome. Ready to rock and roll. So I put a couple coats of clear coat on it and it's looking pretty good. It will serve its purpose. Fast, easy, cheap, just with scrap wood.
I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.